How many of us put our relationships on the back burner? And then whether that's romantic relationships, family relationships, personal, friends, social groupings, whatever that means to you, the relationships in your life are actually the things that are going to carry you through the harder times. Secret number one is active listening. We all know how important this is, but are you actually doing it? In fact, you might practice active listening when you're out there in your work life and forget to do it when you're at home. Be on receive as well as on output. How does active listening work? Well, it means concentrating on what is being said to you, not racing ahead in your mind trying to think of how you're going to respond. And this can be in work relationships as well as personal relationships. We often start trying to think of what we're going to say back in response, that we stop listening to the full breadth of what's being said. So when you are engaged in dialogue with someone, listen and don't worry about how you're going to respond. The answer will come, and pauses are okay. We're afraid, I think, more and more of silences between moments of conversation. But actually, if you spend the time listening to what's being said to you and then need to take a moment to gather your thoughts and respond, the richness of your response will be so much greater that that pause will be worthwhile for both parties, right? So listen to what is being said and then retain that information. Put that into your brain so that you can recall it later in the conversation or later in the week. When you can show someone that you have been fully present in listening to them, being mindful in your approach to listening, then that connection is going to be so much deeper. And if it is a relationship that is important to you on whatever level, showing that person that you have not been distracted while you were listening to them, that you have fully received, they've said to you, whether you agree with it or not, that's kind of not the point here, that you are being engaged in what they are communicating, that you're committing it to memory, is going to mean that that connection between the two of you will deepen. And when we have that deeper connection, we're able to satisfy a basic need both in ourselves and in that other person. Let's move on to secret number two, which relates to secret number one. And this is present moment awareness. This is about being engaged fully in what is going on when you are with someone else or other people. This can be in a group situation as well. So, we talked in the first secret about actively listening. This is about more than just the listening, more than just the communicating with words, but about allowing yourself to be fully engaged, be fully present in that company of the other person or the other people. This may involve turning off your phone, putting it away, and turn off the radio, turn off the TV. Just allow yourself to be. Now, I'm not saying that all the time when you come into a room, you're just fully on that person. That would be a little bit crazy intense. But for the important relationships in your life, make sure that you are carving out those moments on a day to day basis, not like once in a blue moon, not like, okay, today on date night, which we do every 6 months or whatever, we're going to be fully present. No, make sure that this is happening on a daily basis, whatever the relationship is. If it is important to you and you want to achieve that deeper connection, then allow yourself to be fully present. And also, what's important here with being fully present is yes, turning off the distractions around you, but also being in the present moment, not thinking about the past or the future. We can often bring in both the pressures of the past, of what has gone on before, and what we're thinking about ahead by being just in the present moment and engaging with that other person in terms of what's happening right now, we can have that mindfulness and bring that deeper connection. So that's secret number two. Secret number three is emotional regulation. So, of course, we know that heightened emotions of either kind, positive or negative, can be difficult to manage in an important relationship. But in order to give strength and security to that relationship, knowing how to manage your emotions is really important. And if that's something that you're interested in, do check out the resources that I've put in the description box below, because I do a lot of work with emotional regulation. And you can find that in the 5-day life changer course, where I've put a link in the description box below, but also in some of the free resources, like the free masterclasses that are listed below as well. So you'll get some amazing tools in terms of how to regulate your emotions. Now, what we're talking about here, especially, is when there are points of conflict. A lot of important relationships that we have in our life can take the full brunt of some difficult emotions. Hands up if you've ever taken out on your partner what has gone on at work for you in the day, right? This is perhaps something that you're familiar with. Allowing yourself to regulate your emotions, whatever they may be, but to absorb and acknowledge what those emotions are, and to be able to monitor how they are being put forward when you are interacting with someone that you care about, can be a really important part of maintaining that deep connection, because we want to be able to bring emotions to the situation that are relevant and that are measured. That's not to say that we can't have these incredible extremes and high and low moods, but to have the resources to monitor and to navigate through them positively and with respect to the person or the people in our lives is going to allow us to create a strength of an important relationship. Again, if you don't feel like you have the tools yet to find that emotional regulation, then do check out the resources below. It's also something that I dive deep into in my one-to-one coaching, is we really look at how to monitor, how to navigate through emotional regulation. Final secret that I'm going to share with you today, secret number 4 in how to forge deeper connections with the important people in your life, is expressing gratitude. Now, you've heard for sure the benefit of gratitude and how it can be this incredible force in your life. And in fact, any mood, any circumstance, any situation in your life that you want to alter, by practicing gratitude, you will begin to unlock and you will begin to see things from a different perspective. If there was a magic pill that could do everything that practicing gratitude does, everybody would be taking it. So practicing gratitude is one of the key things to do. And if you're interested in learning more about how to practice gratitude, how to incorporate into your life in a positive way, and actually how to get some kind of super boosts from it, please do check out this video that I've made, which is really going deep into how to practice gratitude. But when we're talking about it here in terms of forging deeper relationships, this is about actually expressing gratitude. So a lot of people practice gratitude and they'll write down every day 3 things that they're grateful for, and that is really important. But where that sometimes stops is keeping it to yourself. And actually, when you are trying to create deeper connections with the people in your life, feeling the ability to express your gratitude for them and what they do for you and who they are and the role they take in your life will allow for you to go deeper into that connection. And the feel good factor of being able to express the gratitude that you feel for that person will resonate not only with them, but it kind of reciprocates back to you, because it's an amazing feeling when you can tell someone that what they've done for you or who they are for you is important on a daily basis. So, of course, we can all write it in a Valentine's Day card, or we can all write it in a thank you card to our colleague, or whatever it is, whatever connection you're talking about for you and wanting to make it deeper. Yes, we can do it in kind of special moments, but we can also do it on a day to day, moment by moment basis. And like any other positive habit, once you start doing it, you will be able to keep doing it. And it will feel like second nature. And yes, there might be a little time when you have to adjust to it. It may feel a bit awkward at first to be expressing gratitude, and you may need to find the way that feels natural to you. But if you can, beyond all of the other secrets that I've given you just now, if you can adopt this with regularity and allow it to become a habit for you, that this is something you naturally go to, is expressing gratitude to the people in your life, then it will allow you to create those deep connections with those people, which will mean that you have more strength in not only those connections and those relationships, but actually in your sense of